How's it going? This is Tim Moore with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. A few simple tips here to help improve the traffic to your website and overall leads coming to you guys every month through it. Now, I wanted to thank you real quick about taking time out of your day to talk to one of my team members about getting this video out to you. So let's go ahead and first take a look at a Google search page here. I've typed in a phrase, and there's going to be a bunch of different variations of this for every different location you guys are trying to target. But I went ahead and I typed in roofing, Rockford, Illinois. This is going to be one of the service areas you guys are trying to provide services in. As you know, we're seeing you guys running ads here as well. Now, one thing, of course, we want to be able to rank on the first page for as many of these keywords as possible. Now, with that being said, there's a few ways that you can do that. About one of those ways is going to be through ads. I generally tend to stay away from them. If you're looking to start getting some traffic through these areas, or you're needing customers right here, right now to survive, then I think it's an option. Otherwise, typically about 80% of people are going to instantly disregard the ad that you're throwing on this page just because of the credibility reasons of it. Credibility tends to stay with the companies that are ranking organically, whether it's a Google business profile or your actual website. Okay. Now, with that being said, you guys have a location in Rockton, a little bit north of Rockford. So you would be able to rank your Google business profile within here. And let's see if I can see it real quick. So yeah, you are on this first page. Oh, that looked weird. So you are on this first page, but we can see this one's advertising 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're 2 spaces out of that top 3. So you really need to look through here on what your competitors are doing in this area. Make sure you're getting great reviews from your customers. You're responding to those reviews, keeping your business profile up to date with new frequently asked questions, maybe even, are definitely posting new pictures of the jobs that you guys are completing each week. Just make sure you're keeping this up to date each week is really going to help you out when it comes to ranking this, because a lot of people are going to let theirs die off, and that's going to let them drop off and you increase to their positions. Okay. So that's going to be the major thing. Other than that, you're not going to be able to rank your Google business profile for Rockford, but you would in return be able to rank your actual website. Okay. So I was looking to see if I saw your website on here too, which I don't see. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few things that might help you be able to rank in one of your top areas that you're trying to rank in organically, besides having to use ads, right? Now, here's your homepage. So I love the overall look of the website. Quick, good little slider, great call to action up here and through this chat box. I really love your guys' wraps on the trucks. Those look really nice too. Other than that, Google typically likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content just on the homepage alone. But give me 1 second here. I'm looking at some of the service areas that you guys are trying to provide stuff in. Okay, you do have a location in Oak Brook too here, more towards Chicago. All right. So yeah, you'd be able to, rank each of these different Google business profiles for each of these areas, and then target as many of these areas outside, which looks like you guys are starting to do that. You have these pages built out, as we can see. So these are really going to help you be able to rank your profile as well. Now let's just take a look at your Rockford page here, since this is what I'm searching for. So the homepage of your guys' website is going to be a little bit trickier. So it's a little bit trickier when you have this much area you're trying to cover. Now you're doing something correct here, as in you've built out each service page as a little homepage for its area and what you're trying to accomplish in that area when it comes to services. So you are doing this correct, okay? But what you also want to look at is how much content is on the pages of your top competitors when it comes to their homepage. As you're treating this for the homepage for that area, you want to be able to emulate what your top competitor is doing for their homepage, okay? So if we look at Eldridge's, the main thing we're going to be looking at is the amount of content that's on it. And Google typically likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on a homepage, but that's really going to depend on how many keywords, the type of area, the type of service, and what the top competitor is doing too. So this is your top competitor for Rockford Roofing. So that looks like they maybe have around 500 words of content. So that's what I would try and stay when it comes to this page, and maybe a little bit more. So if you're not super far above or too below, it won't throw any red flags for Google. But if you're way off and way under the amount of content they have or way over, it's going to be it's going to be quite a bit harder for you to rank within that area too. Now, one thing about keywords as well is each page of your website should have one we would consider to be main keyword and then a few other supporting keywords behind it that are really just going to help the main keyword try and rank. And your main keyword should either be the one that's easiest to rank for or is going to have the most search volume. Now, if we can try and look for one of these keywords, you see we have one here, commercial roofing in Rockford, leading Rockford solar roofing. So let's go ahead and look at a couple things too real quick. Now, again, you're doing this for every service area that it looks like you guys are trying to rank within, so that's a good job there. You've built out the website correctly for the most part, page-wise. You really need to look through and make sure the content is correct on it, though. That's going to be the major thing here. Now, also, one thing I did do is I took your Rockford, Illinois service area page here, and I threw it into this page program I use called Eris, just to kind of see exactly what your Rockford page is bringing in for you, okay? Now, this first section here is strength and trust rating. For the first one, the DR is for actually the entire domain. The second one is just going to be for the Rockford, Illinois page of your website. So these are rated out of 100. So really not much power or trust that you've built out with Google as of yet for your website here. But really, once you get into the 30s and 40s too of that rating, we know you're going to have a powerful website at that point. As we can see, no backlinks have been created towards this page as of yet. You are indexing for 30 keywords within this page, so that's good. You're targeting a lot of Rockford, Illinois uh, keywords, but there's still zero traffic. And if we look at the keywords, you can see all the types of keywords that you're trying to rank for within here. Roofing companies, Rockford roofing contractors, commercial roofing, Rockford, Illinois. So you have a good amount of keywords within here that you're trying to rank for. I don't think they're created correctly within this page. It's definitely too jumbled for the amount of content that's on here. It's too oversaturated for Google, and Google doesn't really know what to do with all these keywords for you. And it's not going to